children. Today we are going to study Gandhian Movement, which started from 1915 to 1947, but it is in different phases. So today we'll study the first phase, that is 1915 to 1935. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, popularly known as Bapu. By profession, he was a barrister. He came back from South Africa in January 1915 and he joined Indian National Congress. In May 1915, he founded the Sabarmati Ashram, where all the inmates belonged to different communities. Because Gandhiji did not believe in this lower caste, high caste, he condemned untouchability. When he joined Congress, at that time, Congress was already splitted, right from 1907 Surat split. It was split into moderates and extremists, as well as the Muslim League Party, a separate organization for the Muslim community was formed. So he realized that within the country, if such a type of split took place, then how can we achieve our independence? So he talked to the leaders of moderates, extremists, as well as Muslim League and convinced them. And finally, in the Lucknow session of Congress, both extremists and moderates came closer. Once again, Congress was united. And Muslim League leaders, Muhammad Ali Jinnah and other important leaders, they also agreed to work with Congress. After that, we know that in 1919, Rowlatt Act was passed. What is this Rowlatt Act? It was the most humiliating act. Any Indian, according to this act, any Indian can be arrested anywhere, anytime, without any trial. No appeal, no wakil, and no dalil. To protest against this Rowlatt Act, a peaceful meeting was held in Jallianwala Bagh on 13th April 1919. But unfortunately, General Dyer, he entered that Jallianwala Bagh, locked the gate with 50 troops he came, and he ordered open firing. Can you imagine, children? 1,000 people were killed just like an ant and 1,200 wounded. It's really a shocking incident. The entire world was shocked with this inhuman act. Gandhiji took this as an advantage of starting a movement against the British. At the same time, we know that the First World War was going on, and Turkey, a Muslim country, it was defeated in the First World War, and the Khalifa of Turkey was dethroned by British and their allies. So this humiliating act also caused a great impact on the Indian Muslims. So accordingly, Muhammad Ali and Saukat Ali, who are popularly known as Ali brothers, they have decided to start Khilafat movement. And Gandhiji, he also decided to start the non-cooperation movement. So he merged non-cooperation movement with Khilafat movement, and the movement goes on very well. This is the first mass movement where all the citizens, right from a small boy to an old man of 80, everybody participated. Whoever can help in what way, they used to do it. And it was really going well. But again, a twist came. On February 5th, 1922, the Chaura incident. What happened in this Chaura incident? Chaura was a small village in Uttar Pradesh. A mob of few farmers, they came to the police chowki and they wanted back the prisoner who was arrested without any reason. But the police, instead of listening to them, they started firing on them. So they got very angry and they burnt the police chowki. And 22 policemen were burnt alive. Just imagine. And Gandhiji followed what? Ahimsa. So he was very shocked. He could not tolerate this. So he decided to withdraw the movement. But when he decided to withdraw the movement, this was not liked by Deshbandhu Chittaranjan Das as well as Motilal Nehru. They came out of Congress and they formed a separate party known as Swaraj Party. And they have decided to take part in the election. And by that time, Gandhiji was arrested. He was imprisoned for 6 years. And this from 1922 to 1928, the movement goes on slowly. It's not, it was there, the movement was in progress, but not in that violent way. In 1928, another incident took place. What was that? Simon Commission. Simon Commission was sent by the British Parliament to find out whether the Government of India Act 1919 was properly carried on or not, and they have sent with some provisions. But the Indians showed them the black flag. Go back, Simon. You are not wanted. Because why? Because not a single Indian was in that commission. That's why the Indians showed the black flag to them. After that, in 1929, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, as a Congress president at Lahore session of Congress, he passed the Purna Swaraj resolution on complete independence. And for the first time on 26 January 1930, we hoisted our Indian flag at Lahore and we observed that day as an Independence Day. From 1930 to 1947, in many parts of India, not by all Indians, but at least some Indians, we observed this 26 January as an Independence Day. And that is the reason later our constitution was enforced on 26 January 1950 to keep this day as a memorable. Anyway, so on 26 January 1930, we hoisted our flag. Now after that, what incident happened? After that, the salt tax was passed. Salt was an essential commodity. Without salt, we cannot eat any food. And British government has imposed tax on salt. So Gandhiji protested against it. He decided to protest against this salt tax. He decided to start Dandi March. On 12th March 1930, from his Sabarmati ashram, along with 78 followers, he started his procession. He walked over 378 kilometers, and for 23 days this procession was on. Whichever villages, towns this procession gone, the people joined this procession. It was a long procession, and ultimately on 6th April, he reached Dandi, a coast in Gujarat, and he showed the people how to make salt from the sea water and inspired them not to buy the British salt. You manufacture your own salt and purchase it and make it. Don't purchase the British salt. So in this way, he started the civil disobedience movement, and this was the second mass movement, and this movement was more vast. Each and every people were inspired by this movement. So children, I hope today this much. If there is any query, you can write it in the comment box. And if you like my video, please like it, share it, press the bell icon and subscribe it. All the best children. Bye.